Ah. Oh, jeez. Oh, can you guys even see me? Is this thing even plugged in right now? Is it? What's going on? Where are you? Hello? Oh. Oh, there we go. Okay. I don't even know what you guys were just looking at. We were like sideways or something. Here, let me mess around with this camera a little more. Hiya. That look better? We like that? And I'm taking you on an adventure over here. There we go. That's a little bit better. Thanks for dealing with me. All right. We're in this thing. We're going. Yeah, we're live today. Guys, we got a big guys, gals, sports fans in general, betting fans. Welcome to Promo Guy. This is, for those of you who are new, this is kind of our, I guess, my daily live stream where I go live and I talk about the best promotions, the best boosts, the best bets for, I guess, just all your sports betting needs. I am also here. I do want to acknowledge the fact that, we do get a little bit off topic sometimes. I do go on tangents. It's a part of part of the joy of life is taking those detours. So we will take a few of those, but for the most part, we're here. We're talking about betting. We're talking about promotions. We're talking about profit, baby. And tonight we're going to be talking about, I don't know if you guys have heard, I don't know if you've heard of these two college football teams. I know they're really small. Nobody's ever talking about them. Honestly, neither of them have really done anything in the last 10 years. Pretty mediocre, but a couple of underdogs. We got Alabama, who is actually the underdog tonight, and then Georgia. They are playing tonight for who? I mean, if you are a sports fan, this is one of the purest championships out there. One of the purest titles, because you talk about it, everybody has kind of their wishes, their wants, whatever. These college kids, man, they're out there fighting, learning, growing, and just really grinding to get to this point in the year. So this is a really fun day. This is a great day for sports books, for sports betting. Today we got a variety of promotions across the sports books. And we got Quiston here already yelling "Roll Tide." You know what? I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say go Dogs. I'm going Dogs tonight, guys. I should have worn. You know what? I wore my Letterkenny Puppers shirt the other day. I should have worn that. I should have worn that today because, I went to the game. I've mentioned this a couple of times on stream. I went to the last game Bama lost, and that was one of the most exciting things is seeing that team lose. So I'm really looking forward to seeing them lose tonight. And we get to roll with that with our betting too. So without further ado, let's get into this thing. Let's start talking about bets. Let's start talking about promos and like I said, that general profit. So let's get into it. Okay, so I'm just going to share my screen here. We're going to get going, and I welcome all of you to the stream, whether you are watching it live with me right now or if you are going to be watching this a little bit later on the YouTube channel. However you're catching this, I want you guys to leave a comment on the videos, to pop in the chat, say hi, and I like to see how many people are actually interested in following what's going on here. So if you guys want to and you feel so inclined, definitely go ahead and join. Hit that the subscribe button, so that you guys can know when I'm going live, because sometimes I get a little bit chaotic on here. It's a little bit, sometimes we're going at 5 and sometimes we're going at 6, sometimes 5:30 on weekends. Who knows when? So if you guys do hit that button, then you guys can kind of know. You can be up to date with the different bets we're making, the streams, and just being able to talk about betting. So Let's share my screen and get into this thing. Let's go. There we go. All right. Okay. So I just popped over to the Promo Guy Twitter page. This is run by my friend Sam, for those who don't know. He's basically the brains behind this whole thing. Really smart guy. And, basically, again, if you guys are new, this is the tagline, right? We're using these odds boost and other promotions to make consistent money. Sometimes it comes a lot faster than other times. Like if you guys have been following us the last few days, we made $900 plus in 3 days. It's beautiful. It's a great way to start January and start the new year. My last stream we started before the stream even started. We had already made $150. So definitely follow along with us, guys. This is something that is not just a little stretch run kind of thing. This is not just a few days. This is something where over the year, we're making money. If you follow every bet, you're following according to your unit size. If you're following with us and you're going $10 per unit, then you're going to be looking at a pretty penny by the end of the year. This is mathematics based and backed. This is not something that we're totally making up. So, so follow here on Twitter. I'll talk about a few bets here that I don't actually have pulled up. So I wanted to kind of just shout them out here. Fire Keepers are the 2 bets that I'm talking about. So if you guys are not signed up with Fire Keepers, definitely do. It's a great sign up. Let me double check our website, see if we have a link in here for you, because it's a great sports book. We're working on getting deals with all these different places so that we can get you guys the best packages. And right now, these are the ones we have. So sadly, we don't have Fire Keepers quite yet. Let me just triple check on this, because I don't want to say we don't have that package for you guys, and then it turns out it's hidden down here. But yeah, we don't quite yet. We have quite a few. We're trying to get all of them available to you guys, so that when you sign up, it's just a quick, easy click for you on our website. But anyway, nonetheless, definitely sign up for Fire Keepers. It's Michigan only. But they have these new blazing boosts. They're finally getting into the sports bet book, trying to get people engaged there. So we have the Kings to cover 1.5 goal spread, and then the Jazz Pistons. So those are both full $50 bets. Just wanted to kind of shout them out here, and then we're gonna go into our website here with the our picks. So let me just go back. That'll be quicker. There we go. January 10th. So. I do want to point out one thing, because this is a big game. We have a big game coming up tonight, and I know everybody doesn't want to just go off of their just what's plus EV tonight. You want to be able to root for the team that you think is going to win, and if you're a sports fan, then you've got opinions, right? So personally, and Sam and I both are going Georgia tonight. That's for 2 reasons. One, there are more promotions that are leaning in Georgia's favor. But also, personally, I can speak for myself here. I do think Georgia's going to win this. I know it's, you can shout out the records and all that stuff. I just, when I've been watching college football this year, Georgia looks like the more complete team. And you see that often come through in games like this, in these big games where you have 2 juggernauts, right? They're obviously amazing teams. It tends to be the more complete team that ends up just kind of sneaking through. So I do like Georgia today. Obviously, Bama's got an explosive offense, but personally, if you guys are looking for my analytical take, which I know you're not here for, but if you want it, I do think Georgia comes through. Either way, you guys have promotions that are available to you that you can and should take advantage. So if you guys are Bama, if you are Alabama favoring, you think Alabama's going to win tonight, then first off, take that plus money just on the line. Like if you think they're going to happen, just go money line. That's a fantastic way. If you really think that they are going to win this game, then you get them at an underdog, which you very rarely get Alabama. So this one's FanDuel's, again, FanDuel's boosts focus on Alabama and a high scoring game. So if you guys want to take Alabama, our recommendation is to go in the direction of FanDuel. Now, because Sam and I both believe in Georgia, or I believe in Georgia, and Sam is believing in these numbers specifically, we're going to be looking at DraftKings and DraftKings and Caesars. So let's take a look. See over here at DraftKings. I'll see if I can get my login here, and they've got a boost here. You have to go in, and when you click on the game, click on DK promotions. It's a little bit of a roundabout way to get where you want to get going, but you do eventually get there. It is available. It's not disappeared. It's just maybe a little bit hidden. So, anywho, let's go. We're gonna click on that CFP Championship 2022. I do want to kind of ask you guys a question as I wait for this to load. Did any of you guys end up doing that casino promo with DraftKings? Where it was the deposit 500, get it if you were a higher Dynasty member. Then there was a pretty juicy promo there. So if you guys ended up doing that, let me know how that went. This is what we're betting. This Ross Tucker likes Georgia to cover. So we're going Georgia minus 2.5, which actually buys us a half a point, and then brings it to plus 100. So once you guys are here, you got to click on this DK promotions tab. It'll pop up right here. You guys might have to wait on it, or something that I do sometimes, and this seems to work on DK, is you click in, click out, click in again, and then it'll pop up. Now I already bet it, so it won't show up here, but there'll be a little thing where you click the add promotion. It'll boost it to plus 100, and then you throw $25 on that. Or plus 100. So you guys can see that in my bets here. That's all I have right now on DK. It's kind of surprising if you guys look across these sports books. There aren't a ton of, look at all these. I'm going to tangent here. Like I said, guys, we're going to tangent. So this is my bet. But my tangent is this. If you guys don't want to get banned on these sports books, or if you don't want to get limited, we definitely recommend actually gambling every now and again. So there's kind of, in order to fully take advantage of these promotions, I want to kind of advise these 3 steps. I think I mentioned it in the last one. But number 1, definitely go to our website, sign up with our different packages. Whether you're a sportsbook person and you want to sign up for the sportsbook sign-up bonuses, or if you are a casino lover and you want to sign up for the casino promotions, all of those can be found on our website. You scroll down. I have a video that talks about which ones I recommend, what sports books, what casinos are our favorites. So that is kind of step number 1, right? You want to sign up. And going hand in hand with that is you want to sign up with as many different sports books as you can. You guys can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pulled up on my webpage right here. And I talked about Firekeepers, which is a local one to Michigan. There are 2 reasons for this. 1, you get access to more promotions, right? If we were just looking at, say you just had DraftKings tonight and you didn't like Georgia, you're limited. You're not getting any boost here. You're just gambling on your own money, right? But if you have DraftKings and FanDuel, you get to pick. You get that option. Or if you're like us and you like Georgia, you not only get to pick between those 2, but then you get another option with Caesars. So then you're taking advantage of more promotions. And then if you have BetMGM and PointsBet, those are actually 2 of our best promotions tonight. And they're websites that maybe a lot of you don't even have yet. So definitely take advantage of that because there's a wide variety of promotions. But then this is also how you avoid getting banned, right? So if you're running up these promotions on Caesars where you're only betting the promotions on Caesars and you're betting it like crazy, then if you make too much profit on one website, they can flag you and just kind of keep an eye out. So if you balance it across all of these, then if you're doing your plus EV bets, right? If you're using OddsJam across all these different websites, then you're getting more profit across a wide margin. So then you're not showing up on any one sports book like their radar, but you are still making that same profit for yourself. So we definitely recommend multiple sports books. And then finally, do this every now and again, right? Throw down some random bets. Have some fun with it. I think we're going to start, one of my friends, Jeff, he's actually, he's my buddy who I went to the A&M game with. We're going to have like a little degenerate bet of the week thing where he's just going to say, maybe it'll turn into a bet of the day. but he's going to say his lock of the week, right? That's very different than what we normally do with Promo Guy, but I do think it's important to throw one of those in every now and again just to kind of ease the concerns of these sports books. So you guys can see there were a couple of these little specials that I had for golf. Morikawa, he shares my name, guys. How can I not bet on him? And then Tony Finau to finish top 10. He finished 3 out of 4 last go around in the majors. So it just takes one added good major, and look at that, I'm getting $1,000. That's insane. So yes, these are unlikely to hit. Ultimately, in my opinion, it's kind of looked at as an investment. I don't recommend doing like $100 bets all the time, but if you sprinkle in some $10, $25 bets every now and again, then that again just kind of limits the concerns of the website. So that's my tangent. We'll get back into this and we will continue. So FanDuel, again, I'm not even going to log in here because I don't have any bets for us today. They don't have any promotions going along the headers. There's no like risk-free anything valuable. I will kind of shout out this. If you are a new customer, you are not signed up to FanDuel, and you are watching the game tonight, go ahead, sign up for FanDuel, use our link. Again, you can find them on our daily summary. They're always on the side here. But then not only do you get the $2,000 risk-free, which you definitely should take advantage of, you also get to bet $5, win $150. That's a fantastic offer as well. Now, you guys can see here, Georgia and Alabama both to score 21 points. This is something where it's pretty close. Their minus 125 is not exactly accurate. Plus 130, if you want to bet this, I'm not going to tell you not to. If you think this is the direction the game is going tonight, this is a bet that go ahead. I'm not throwing it down for 2 reasons. 1, I don't think it's going to happen. 2, because like I said, I like Georgia's defense. I think, as I say, Georgia's going to win. I think it's a defensive battle. That's just one guy's take, right? But this is also not boosted to the extent that we want to see for like a max bet here. And then Alabama to win first half in the game in regulation. If you like Alabama, there you go. That's a good boost. That's plus 250. That would be valuable. But we are laying off officially of FanDuel today. So now we're looking at Caesars. Look at that. It's already kicking me out because I took too long. But this is a pretty simple super boost. Georgia to win versus Alabama. It's boosted from like minus 145-ish, depending on the book you're looking at. It's anywhere between like 135 to 150. And you're getting plus 100 here. That's pretty good odds there. Again, I like Georgia, so I'm taking that. Keep an eye out for this flash bonus later tonight. You know what? I'm going to click on this. We're going to see what this is. So it's flash. You're getting $50, but I want to see the playthrough. That's what's important to me here. Because there it is. Yeah, that's what I was concerned about. I will not be doing this tonight. That doesn't mean you guys don't have to. If you like playing casino and you're just like, hey, I'm going to be playing during the game tonight anyway, then feel free. My issue is that it's a 20x, 20 times playthrough on slot games. That means you have a very thin margin of error for this before you start losing money. So I personally will not be playing this because it's just too high of a wagering requirement, too high of a playthrough. But it's something to consider for y'all. Okay, so that is all of Caesars for today. Again, we've talked about their sign-up bonus a couple times. So unless there's something in chat, I'm not going to dive in. Oh, look at that. That's my little kid email. I started that one when I was 10. Don't roast me too hard in the comments, guys. But they have a pretty good promotion here on BetMGM, where it is you bet $50 and you get either way. You're just going to go against the spread. So if you like Alabama, bet Alabama here as well. So whether you're going that FanDuel or DK/Caesars route, either way, you should be taking advantage of this BetMGM bet. You're putting $50 on the spread, and then you're going to end up getting $5 per touchdown scored as a free bet. So, again, good promotion here. Take advantage of it. You know, you're getting these We're just putting more money down on whatever team you like today. And then finally we have points bet, which I don't even think I've gone in and placed this one yet, but let me double check here. Yeah, I haven't. So we get to do this one live. You guys get to ride with me as we do this. And check those out. Here we go. So this is the bet and get. So you're gonna bet. Let's see. So first step, opt in. Then we are going to place a $50 bet on Georgia, Alabama prior to the game. So this is prior to the game, prior to 8:05. And then it's going to ask us to place a live bet. Then if our live bet loses, we're going to receive a free bet refund up to $50. So we're betting $50. And that opts us in basically. So you opt in, then you bet the $50. That's another opt-in. And then that's your live bet. And if that one loses, then you get a free bet. So this is pretty interesting, I would say. Again, because I like Georgia, there you go. It's minus 145. I'm just going to throw $50 on here, and then you get that insurance on the live bet. So you could just go over under. You could go next touchdown. You could do next drive, whatever it is. I'm probably going to have a little bit of fun with that $50 free bet since I already have quite a bit of money on Georgia. But yeah, so I'm going to be throwing down a live bet for that later, and then we'll be getting a free bet if the live bet loses. So I hope that clarifies a little bit. Let's see. Bulldogs have a strong season. Averaging 39. Is that a bet? Georgia to score 30-plus points and win. That's a smaller boost. Because I believe their line, the expectation based on the lines is like 26 points. So the fact that you're parlaying these two together, and you're still only getting plus 160, that's not a great bet. Not a great boost. So we'll be staying away from that. But anyway, that is points bet for us. I believe that is our entire slate for the day. I will scroll through here and just kind of show us, see what we have. Again, because we have Georgia, you guys will see it on DraftKings and Caesars. And then we have BetMGM. Okay. So, important note. So, it says BetMGM on the money line. This did actually work for me, too, on the spread. It did pop up after the fact. So, it popped up either way. I actually didn't even see money line. It does work both, but based on terms and conditions, if it says money line, definitely do money line. It still did pop up for me. So, anywho. So I think I read that right. Let me double check back. Sam says that Caesar's 100% deposit boost is a 10x rollover on slots. I think I read that right. It was 20x. If it's 10x, I will definitely be doing this. If it's 20x, I probably won't. 100 maximum amount of 50. The majoring requirement is the I don't know. I might have to talk to Sam about this. Like I said, he's the math. I've started to get better at it, but it's something that makes me a little bit more nervous when we have those higher playthroughs. Again, always check DraftKings. I think that's all we have for today. Definitely remember Fire Keepers is a good option, and I'm just excited to watch this game tonight. So I'm going to pop back to chat, see who you guys have. Let me know who you like tonight. Shout out some of your favorite weekend highlights, anything that you may have had. I already missed that Caesars promotion where it was the 33% boost on all those hockey games. I had a lot of fun with that. We had a good run there personally, if you guys were following with me on those bets too. So that was a lot of fun. And it's made me really get into hockey more, which is it's fantastic because it wasn't something I grew up watching a ton. And it's a fun sport, man. It's a really fun sport to watch. So, all right, I'm going to pop back to chat. What'd I click? I got rid of everybody. There we go. Oh, hey. Look at we got a fair amount. All right, so we got Roll Tide and Go Dogs already off the bat. Let's see. We only have FanDuel and DraftKings. Is it still profitable? Just follow us. So if you only have... Yeah, so definitely. Matthew, if you are in Connecticut and you only have FanDuel and DraftKings... it is still always profitable to bet on whatever you have available to you. as long as you're taking advantage of these promotions and odd boosts. So if you're following just those bets, so you have just DraftKings and just FanDuel. So the one thing is that they kind of go against each other, right? So if Bama wins the first half and game, then you leave yourself open where Alabama loses the first half and then wins the game, and you lose both of our bets. So we don't like normally going and hedging like that. Now, if you wanted to pair Georgia -2.5 and the CFB Super Boost, where they're both to score 21 plus points, feel free to do that. That's something that's profitable if you believe in it. Again, we would like that number to be a little bit higher, but that is still something you can take advantage of. I hope that answers your question there. What's Firekeeper's best deposit offer? So, Roger, the withdrawing is not relatively easy. It's definitely easier to make a trip there. I make a trip. It's basically just when I'm driving across the state, I pop down. You like set a withdrawal. You go to withdraw that morning or the day before, like on the app, and then you drive there, and then it's normally 5-10 minutes at the window, and then you're out. So it's right on the highway, real close there. So even though it's kind of annoying because it's much better to go to Firekeepers to take advantage of that, it is still worth it in the long run, especially with the sign up bonus. And we can actually talk about that real quick. So let me pull up Firekeepers and we can talk about the sign up bonus. Now Sam has talked about these in the past. Let's see, the sportsbook. He's talked about these in the past. He's got write-ups on these things. So if you guys are ever looking for something like that, he's got a ton of information. Now, I'm just going to talk about it off the top here with you guys. Now, the cool thing is with Firekeepers is you can do both of these. You can do the $500. So you put in your money. You get the $100 or the $500 match on a casino. Definitely take advantage of that. And then you also get the wager match. So what I did was I put my money in. I put my money in, got the match on casino, and then I immediately put a bet down for that $500. So then you get the wager match, right? So then when you're playing through, you're just playing through with the bonus on casino. We recommend, let me think this. On that, it would probably be Guns N' Roses on Firekeepers. You can also play blackjack. Blackjack's always a good option. So one of those two, if you're doing blackjack, definitely take the time out to look through Wizard of Odds. It's a great website where they give information on basically how to fully optimize your blackjack strategy. So again, I threw that $500 wager match. I bet it, and then you already have the bonus match in your pocket there with the casino. I got really lucky with this. I hit my first bet and played through really well on this. So I deposited $500 and I took out like $1,300. It was awesome. It might have even been more than that. I can't remember. It was something like I won 13 or I came out with 13. We did this a while ago. And it was just something that was fantastic. You make a lot of money with this kind of doubling down on the promotions. I'll share my screen here. I know I've been talking about it. So this is the Firekeepers app. These are the two These are the two sign-up promotions I was talking about. So I hope that helps, Roger. Okay, so Cade Cunningham over 5.5 assistants. Love it. Easy bet. All right, yeah, sure. Quist, I'll follow you on that one today. I'll throw a unit on there. I'll throw $10 on Cade Cunningham over 5.5. Okay, so Dr. Philly's talking. He's saying, yeah, FanDuel and DK, they're good. There you go. Yeah, okay, so Swavuli, I like that. It does make sense to make these little like side bets. You want to make sure that you're kind of I guess protecting yourself. It's definitely something that's advantageous to do these every now and again so that you can continue to use these promotions for hopefully forever. Um, Alabama half full is +2. Oh, okay. See, so I didn't even see this. The half full is +265 on DK. So yeah, keep an eye out for FanDuel. Again, like I said, we're not putting these down, so I don't think Sam or I mean, I'll be honest, I haven't looked a ton into it. But yeah, so Sam says $50 on money line on BetMGM. Definitely do money line if you were panicking and you're like, hey, I put it down on the spread. Again, it showed up for me. So I think you should be okay, but definitely do money line on BetMGM. Don't risk it. It's not worth it. There you go. All right. So Dr. Philly's blunt. I love it, man. He likes Bama as a team, but you got to follow where your wallet leads you in this case. So he's rolling with Georgia. I like it. Take advantage of those boosts. Heck yeah, man. Roger, we love that. Appreciate that a ton. That's honestly, word of mouth is how this has kind of grown. So we really appreciate you guys talking and sharing in a lot of ways. And if people are ever hesitant, like so I have 3 sisters. 2 of them I've gotten signed up because they're older. One's in college, so I'm not messing with her bankroll very much yet. Once she has a little bit more of a steady income, then I'll be like, hey man, let's get you going. But my older 2 sisters, like, they don't watch sports just outright. Like my sister watches the Olympics infinitely more than all of the rest of sports combined. She went to U of M, so she'll catch a game every now and again, but she doesn't watch a ton of sports. And they've made so much money just following with these different promotions. It's something where you don't have to like sports. You don't have to follow sports to know that this is something, or to see that this is something that is profitable in the long run. So, anyway, yeah, man, thank you. Appreciate you shouting us out like that. So Kyle, can we talk about our strategy to play through a sportsbook deposit match bonus? Yeah, so it depends on where you're at, Kyle. There's if you're getting like a deposit match bonus on something, it depends on how they're matching it. If it's an insurance, which is what it is in a lot of places, then I personally like to take it on just something that is positive. So like, first off, positive EV is always the way to go if you can find something where there's a line in your favor. And then normally I try to find something that's around +100 for my first bet. Now, depending on how people do it, because there are a bunch of different approaches to this, you can hedge. If you're like, hey, I don't want to take that risk. I don't have the bankroll built up quite yet to be able to just throw $1,000 on something and then just hope it hits. You can do something where you do an arbitrage, and I've talked about this a couple times, but you can arb and then still get the insurance on the back end. And I would say that the same thing kind of goes with some of these match bonuses, where if it's matching it, so you put $500 and it doubles down on that, or you put $500 and it gives you a free bet equal to that, then if you want to be more cautious, then find an arb. If you're ever like, hey, I want to bet this, feel free to email me, to slide in Sam's DMs on Twitter and just ask him, hey, is there anything that you'd recommend for like this bet? So I'm doing this big boost. If there's anything there, if he knows that if there's ever anything that he's getting swamped, he can just send those to me and I'll do some research for him too. So if you want to find an arb, that's the more cautious way to do it. But ultimately, if you just find something positive EV around, I like to find something +100 to +150 for the first bet, and then the same thing if I can find plus EV for the second bet. Then that's what I would do. Heck yeah, Xander Sarweed, sweet. There you go. Hey, that's a good idea too. If you guys are ever doing those mug bets and you're like, hey, I'm just throwing this money down to make sure I don't get banned, then you can hedge on these 2 different sides. If you're like, I don't actually want to risk anything, then, like I'm talking about these arbs, that's a good way to throw some mug bets down. You can go on BetMGM and throw, $20 down on something there and then $15 on FanDuel and still profit on something that isn't actually a promotion, right? So then it looks like on both sides, oh, they're just gambling, right? They're actually doing what we want. And on one of those sides, you're going to lose, but ultimately you're making money in that process too. So arbitrages are a fantastic way for you to double down on that. On normal bets at a book compared to money on promo bets, say 50-50 each time, more or less. So personally, if you're asking me personally, it's like 90-10. I go through my day and I'm putting down, like if we put down $300 of bets across all these books, like I just went through and I put 25, 25, 50, 50. So we have 100 today, right? So if we take 100 today and you talk about those books, I don't actually have any of my individual just bets out today that aren't promo or boosted, like odds boosted. That being said, I pointed out one that I had a couple days ago. So if you're talking about just my Saturday bets, when I went in and I threw those $20 on those golf bets that I had, that's, that was $20 out of the 200 that I had bet that day. So it's normally about 90-10 in favor of promos and odds boosts. Now, like I said, if you want to go more and you want to create more of a regular bet looking account so that you're really not doing anything, I would recommend those ARBs and just go backside, kind of like Swavuli recommended on Twitter. There you go. Oh no! So Swavuli, I'm not even. I love that. I didn't actually, Xander. So I did not forget you. The only issue is I didn't find you. So when you shouted out that wasn't me. Sam is the one who saw that, and I was just following him in that case. So I would never forget you. That Preds Forsberg bet is amazing. Sam is the one who runs the Twitter, so I'm over here. So we do have slightly different experiences. Dude, I could not forget you. Now that you've shouted yourself out, man, we're never forgetting this. That was an amazing bet. Tons of fun. Made us a lot of money. There we go. So Sam's shouting you out. Xander, there you go. Xander, you're the GOAT. There we go. Yeah. So I'm happy this man's getting the credit he deserves because that was a fantastic bet. We love it. So if you guys are ever looking at something and you see a bet like Xander did, definitely shout it out to us so that we can spread the news, get, your friends, family, fellow promo guy followers some of that profit, because that's ultimately why we started this. Was we're just trying to spread the good news, more or less. Heck yeah, man. No, yeah, I love it. Yeah, I mean, hey, if I was the guy running that Twitter and I managed to forget you, dude, you got to call me out. You absolutely have to. So I love it. Just keep messing. All right, y'all. Well, I loved I love hopping in these chats. The more active you guys are in here, remember to tell your friends to get in on this, because the more people are in on this, the more people are here, the more that we actually get to have these conversations. And like I tell my students, if you have a question, it's likely somebody else does too. So don't be afraid to ask it. Shout it out on here. We'll definitely help you out. And yeah, so heck yeah. Sam's from GR. Sam's from GR. We're actually down south, West Michigan. I've only been down here a couple years, and I always have to do the thing. But I'm originally from northern Michigan. I'm from Boyne City, up in that area. So, love Michigan. Love the West Side. Big fan. I have kind of bounced around. Obviously, we went to Michigan State, so I was in the center of the state for a while. I lived over in Clarkston. I was in Eaton Rapids. I've kind of bounced around. But yeah, we are on the West Side now. We're Southwest. And yeah, so hey, shout out GR. Can we talk about the hammer the over on DK? There's a hammer the over on DK? Armand, that might be something specific to you. No, maybe not specific to you, but to what state are you in? What state are you in, man? We got to shout that out. Okay. If there's a hammer the over somewhere, guys, definitely check out. Definitely look for that. I haven't seen that anywhere. I can tell you that when we were logged in just now, I didn't see it. But if there's a hammer the over available to you, log into DraftKings, check that out. Arvant, you might have to go a little bit more in depth on what you think they screwed up. But if there's a hammer the over, we love hammering the over. Bills Patriot the over. I didn't see it. Oh my goodness. Was I sleeping on this? Was this yesterday? Guys, I got so busy. Okay, there you go. It was New York, Indiana, New Jersey. Okay. Okay, so I don't know what happened. It was apparently up there. Am I seeing something? Here, let me share my screen. Guys, am I missing something? Because I do not see this. If I'm really happy you guys are pointing this out because we want to make sure that everybody, whether it's Michigan or otherwise, we're seeing these bets. Because if it's on that front banner, maybe it's just not showing up on the webpage, but you guys can call me crazy if I am. Definitely take advantage of this if it's available. I only see that Ross Tucker's one. Maybe it was up and they pulled it down for some reason. But if it was available to you, you're probably going to be limited to $10. I've for some of these they limit you to $10 and they do it where it's like they keep the over at where it's at, and then they just increase the odds. That's something that Barstool does all the time. So maybe DraftKings picked up on that. I don't see it anywhere on here for me, but okay, yeah. Okay, so maybe it's on the app because I don't see it on my screen. Jeez. Okay, so if you guys got it, awesome. I'm really happy. So Arvant got limited to $5. So there you go. So we got different. Okay, so it looks like we got a bunch of people who found it. It was there for them this morning. I didn't open my app this morning, so I missed the opportunity there. Maybe it's still here. Let me check on my phone. But yeah, I mean, if they're limiting you to, if it was one of those true hammer the overs where they just like lower the over each time somebody bets on it, and they're limiting you to $5 or $10, that's pretty freaking lame. Yeah, I don't have it on here. Yeah, maybe we'll pop over to NFL because I don't want to miss out on a hammer the over. Those are juicy. Okay, so when I'm looking at DK right now, they don't even have a promotion next to the NFL banner, or next to the NFL like website. So you guys can see here. I'll show you this. So you can see these little horns. Those are normally promotions. That means there's a promotion going on for whatever that sport is, or like an odds boost or something. So the fact that they don't have it in here makes me think that maybe it's not there, but you're saying it was for the Bills. Let's see. Bills, Patriots. For 30.5. First half, alt spread, all that. First quarter. Okay, so I'm not seeing it right here. Again, this is just, one guy's approach to this, but team total points. That's team total. First drive, race to 10, TD prop, scoring specials. So I'm not seeing that on mine. Maybe they just don't like me. But if you guys were able to get it, definitely keep an eye out either way, because if it is something that is available to you, you should definitely try to take advantage. However, whatever the amount is. So we're saying that we can see it. You can see it on the. You can't see the banner right now, but you see the minus 115 bet on the page. So if you guys can see it, take advantage. Limiting you to $25. There you go. Okay. So Dr. Philly shouting out the the chat here, so definitely keep an eye out for that, guys. Probably shoot. Click NFL, then hammer the over up top. Okay. So we're gonna click NFL. Hammer the over. Ha! How did I not see that? There we go. Okay, so let's see what I get here, guys. I'm happy that you guys are pointing this out because apparently I was blind and I missed it like 5 times. But I appreciate you hanging out with me, riding with me on this. I know this is a longer video. This has already been like 45 minutes. But we're doing some investigative journaling here, journalism. We're freaking doing it live. There's the hammer the over. I see that now. So, yeah, we're just gonna hit that. Might as well bet on it. Let me see. I'm just gonna throw 100, see what it does. Be wild if it just let me do it. There you go. So I'm limited to $10. Neat. Cool. All right. Well, hey, should be a free $10. Who's gonna, I'm not gonna. I mean, it's lame. It's absolutely weak sauce, as they say. But $10 is $10. It paid for my dinner tonight, so I'm not gonna be totally mad. But it is kind of lame that they kind of got it hidden there. But nonetheless, I'm happy that it was pointed out because we get some free $10. There we go. Thank you. I appreciate that. You shouted me out, told me where to go. I found it. You the bomb. All right. With all that, with that adventure that we ended it on, I'm looking forward to tonight's game. Let's go Dogs, right? Tonight we're going Let's Go Dogs. And I look forward to seeing all you guys next time. Arvant, man. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend it on like, what is it, 1,000? I'm going to buy 1,000 penny candies. I don't even know if they sell penny candies anymore, but I'm going to buy 1,000 of them. I'm going to find them and I'm going to buy them. But I'm going to spend it all in one place. It's going to be at the same store. It's just going to be on 1,000 different penny candies. There we go. Love it. Love those free tendies, man. Got to get those Dino Nuggies. I'm going to go to Culver's later. I'm going to get some Culver's. All right. That is it for today. I'm going to click this little sign off button because I haven't done it in a while. But I appreciate you guys, and we are out of here.